There's this precious thing called time. Now, you'll get a lot of these thinker type, talker type dudes, well, time doesn't, but time with, and you're like, okay, fuck, do I want to sit and listen to this guy, or would I rather go, snuggle my kids and meet a woman that's really sweet and wants to live the Lord's Prayer? I think I'll do that. I'll do that. Should I listen to this egomaniac fucking talk? Blah! It's like there's this song by Jim Steinham, okay? It's called "Paradise by the Dashboard Lights." You ever heard it? And it's a duet with a chick with Meatloaf singing, right? And she's sitting there and she goes, "Will you love me till the end of time?" And he goes, "Yeah, now I'm praying for the end of time." It's funny. No, it's funny. It's like, what, did Jim Steinham write that? So do anything for love, but he won't do that. He writes, "If you touch me like this," and it's all coming back to me. He wrote that too, right? For Celine Dion, right? Jim Steinham has, Bernie type qualities and stuff, and Burt Bacharach type qualities. One less spell to answer, one less egg to fry. And a lot of guys have this, feminine side. Like with me, every time I listen to No Te Quiero Más, every time I listen to that song, I cry. Okay. I can't tell you why I'm crying. I just do. It's a song about it's an attachment and then losing that. It's a good song. You ever heard it? Well, Jesse by Janice Ian makes me cry. Okay, especially when Roberta Flack sings it. She's so good. I love Roberta Flack. Yeah, me too. And so, but there are certain songs that just make me, because they remind me of my daughter, and she's real sweet and emotional. Sending the clowns. Yeah, that also kind of like brings a tear. We just disagree. A lot of times, sometimes, because it reminds me of my sister, my mom and dad. I played it for my dad, and he just didn't, I don't know. So I was like, okay, I thought maybe that might help with okay. Right, when it's my dad, he's different. My mom is a lot more, my mom was a lot more emotional and, hey, that's funny, and my dad, unless it's something that he can relate to, he doesn't even think it's funny, or he doesn't even respond. And you're like, damn, okay. It's really hard. Mom, you would always get typically some kind of reaction. And if she knew that it meant something to somebody, she would give you a good reaction. She was very empathetic and very respectful and understanding in that regard. Mom was real astute and intelligent that way. My dad, like at one time when it was raining here when I had the kids, and we had this big rainstorm come in, and I told them the story about the people in Peru and the Inca, and that they believe, that the people pray to the ancestors, and when there's a drought or something like that, they just keep praying, and that if they pray enough, that the ancestors will hear and see their suffering and hear their prayers and sweet, and their eyes will swell up in the sky with the clouds, and it'll rain down in mercy for the children. And I sat there and I said, isn't that beautiful? My dad laughs. Isn't it amazing how stupid people are and the stupid things they'll believe in? I was like, yeah, and I didn't say it, and I wanted to. Yeah, like a magic god that's a complete fucking apathetic asshole in the sky that takes us to his magic place after he tortures us while we're alive, or he sends us to the center of the earth to be fucked by a pervert. It's amazing what people will believe, right? I didn't say it, but I wanted to. And then I've always tried to tell them, if you don't expect or you don't respect other people, how do you expect them to respect you? And so you have to have some respect for their emotions, for their feelings. Like Steffi used to say to me. But she goes, I want you to validate it. I'm not going to validate it. I understand it. And I appreciate it. And I respect the conditions to make you that were prevalent to make you feel that way. But I'm not going to validate it because it's not fucking real. Or I will validate your feelings when they are based on reality. But I will not validate your feelings when they are based off emotional opinion and reaction. Right? I'll sit there and go, I understand and I empathize, okay? But I'm not going to go kill people for money, for what we need. I'm going to explain to people how to respect one another and share what we need to sustain life as we know it. And I don't give a fuck about Atlas versus Sumo or whatever. I started watching this. We're talking about, we sent out these two prop things to go see what's out there in space. But we're still fucking each other to death over money and science projects here on planet because we're idiots. I'm not, it's true. It's true. Earl, last night, I was sitting there, I got somebody in my head. It was probably Lopez. But she's sitting there and I'm talking about something. I was tired and I wanted to go to bed. I was tired and I just want to go to sleep. It's because these people are, no, they're not stupid. No, they're not stupid. Okay. Stupid as, damn, I didn't know what I was doing. These people are aware of what they're doing. Do they know what they're doing? To some insane, psychotic degree, yes. Okay, but they're so arrogant and they're so fucked. Okay, but they're not stupid. Okay. Stupid is, why'd you do that? I don't know, it's stupid, okay? Now, stupid is trained into, go kill those people for a paycheck. That's stupid, okay? I have to steal the gold to pay, gotta eat, gotta steal to eat, gotta eat to live, tell you about it all the time. You don't have to steal to eat. Just explain to these people not to be stupid so they don't listen to creepy psychotic people that think they're geniuses. Okay, but well, that's what they label themselves. Okay. And so it's different than that. It's different than just stupid. It feels stupid. Now, this is stupid. I told Jesus, did I say it was stupid when I was a little kid? I don't remember. But he agreed. Okay. And then so the geniuses thought, well, he's calling us stupid. It's like, no, I'm calling all the people that trust you and believe you stupid. But, you're a sick fuck. Okay. That's different than stupid. Sinister, diabolical, And it's like me and when I explained to Pat Holland, about he's, you can steal from people because they're stupid because they don't lock their car or something like that. It's like, they're not being stupid. They're just being naive. Okay. And it's like stealing candy from a baby. It's not because the baby's stupid. It's because the baby, is eating its candy and you walk up, hey, I can take this candy from the baby. It can't stop me. Okay. That doesn't make the baby stupid. It makes you an asshole, right? All right. So these people aren't stupid. They're just, you're all babies and we're going to steal your candy. But that's just fucked up. We know, but we're going to do it anyway because we want to. Can you? Of course you can always walk up and steal candy from a baby. Okay. Want to vote for president? Yeah, you're an asshole. Okay. So you got to understand these people. And they're hard to understand. Okay. Now, why are they this way? You comprehend that they exist. You comprehend that they're always yammering with that fucking ego and they never fucking stop. And this is happening in space and quantifying this. It's like, okay, let's live Lord's Prayer first. Okay, you stupid cunt face, sorry ass motherfucker can't stop talking fucking son of a bitch with the goddamn science projects that takes all our fucking money and money's not fucking real. But our time is precious, but you don't give a fuck because time doesn't exist in a black hole. Shut up! Okay, I love you. Thank you very much. Okay, so Earl, do you understand what type of people you're dealing with and the residual effects it has on people psychologically, emotionally, mentally over tens of thousands of years? Okay. And it's hard because, I will sit and talk to my brother-in-laws, my sisters, my dad, and, and the only one recently that's shown any inkling of a spark every time we have these conversations is my sister, Pancha, And I'll say things and Pancha will go, oh, shit, yeah. And she'll look and she'll get this disturbed look and it's like, oh, gosh, I get what Earl's talking about. And then she doesn't want to get it. It's very fucking painful. Okay. If you believe in the magic bullshit, like my sister Linda, I know who's in charge. Who's in charge, Linda? Okay. Well, then Jesus is an asshole if Jesus is in charge. You guys keep telling me that. He's in charge. He's in charge. Jesus, you fucking suck, man. I am tired of my kids getting taken away and turned into consumers that won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer. I'm tired of my wife having sex with fuckers at Fort Huachuca that think they're so fucking smart and the best superheroes in the world, but they're all scared shitless of me but won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. Jesus, you're an asshole. Okay. You're in charge. Well, this sucks. Okay. But that's not true, because that's not what Jesus tells me. Jesus tells me, Earl, do what you got to do. I'm not going to do it for you. But you know the right thing to do. Right. Because you did the right thing. What happened? You got crucified and turned into a cartoon character by a bunch of sociopaths that always tells Jesus is in charge. He's in charge of human trafficking. Boy, Jesus, thanks for the Holocaust. That was great. Middle passage. Wow, wounded knee, long walk. Trail of tears. Jesus, you are the coolest. Jesus, that tsunami in Japan, loved it. Jesus, Vesuvius, wow, liked it a lot. Oh, Jesus. Why didn't you give us a heads up to get the fuck away from that, Jesus? Well, science mandates that you do walk away when you see that kind of stuff happening. I understand, Mr. Spock, but he's smarter than you. Jesus, you're an idiot. You tell us, gay, just stay there, believe in me, and you'll go to a magic place that doesn't exist. Right? Don't believe the Romans. They're full of shit. All they want is your money and to molest your children with mental rape through economics. Don't believe in the Romans. They're a bunch of liars. They crucified Jesus and tried to blame it on Caiaphas and Herod. And the 50,000 that didn't want to be mass murdered by their 200,000 legions of murderers. Quando. Me blue. No wonder my happy heart sings. Your love has given it wings. Volare. Oh. Cantare. I can take Romans and turn them into better Hebrews than people that call themselves Hebrews. Right, Benjamin Netanyahu? Hey, Rabbi Eckstein, Rabbi Wolpe? There you go. Okay. I know who I am. Do you know who you are? Okay. Are you one of their murdering liars? Or are you one of my children? Okay. You got to make a choice. You got to make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. I was remember when we was driving in your car. Speeds I felt like I was drunk. See the lights way out before us, and my arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling you could be someone. Be someone. Do you need Roman money to be someone, or do you need the love of Lord Saladin and me? It's your decision. Okay, guys. I'm just helping out people I connect to in prayer. I say, I don't know. It's just, it's not for pendejo, man, because I'm muy más inteligente. Cero. Okay. Who loves you, pretty baby? Anybody else want to sneak off with Frankie Valli? I'm not Frankie Valli. I can't back that up. I'm not a hustler. I don't believe in money. I'll make something out of nothing. You're already something. What makes you nothing is when you accept money over my love. Don't ever do that. I love you too much. Now love me as much as I love you. Okay, guys? All right. I love you, man. Peace out, all right?